So, hello there again, my flossy friends. This is Stacy, also known as Mimi.stitcher. How are you guys doing today? I popped in to do a quick little video. I have been sick, so I did a video sometime back. Today is September, the first day of fall. September the 22nd, I do believe. This is my sister's birthday also. Hi, Lawanda. Happy birthday. I love you, sister. So, anyway, pop in to do a quick video. I am actually off today, but I have to head up to the hospital. I have a loved one up there, my Papa Tom. He's in his 80s, and so he's sick. Say some prayers if you're of the praying kind. Would sure appreciate that. Papa needs it for sure. So we'll get started with the stitching stuff I've done. I haven't got a lot done lately. I was sick, and then I've had one day off a week for 2 solid weeks. So, not a whole lot of stitching going on. I did start 2 smalls. So, I started this little stitch. My son, I think I'm going to give this to him in a Vana flat fold. I think it would be really cute. You could see witchy face, witchy hands. This is, let's see my notes, Little Stitcher Shop on Etsy. Called the Witch's Brew. The body fans on out and gets really wide at the bottom, and there's a cauldron over here, and there's spider webs. It's really nice. It's really cute. I have a hard copy coming from across the pond, so I think a flat folding this would be very neat. So my son is like me. Hi, David. He loves the holiday seasons like Thanksgiving and Halloween and Christmas. He gets excited like I do when it gets to be that time of the year where you can decorate for fall and all of that. So anyway, I think a flat folded would be really cute with this, but I may frame it too. I don't really know yet, so I did some stitching on that. That's mindless. You do that in front of the television whenever you're, got nothing to do. Pardon me. I started this video and I forgot to tell my iPad not to go to sleep, and when it did, there goes about 20 minutes worth of video, so we regrouped and we're back again. This little stitch is Pumpkins for Kathy. I believe I showed you this material in my first video. I had thrown it in the coffee pot and let it set for a little bit, and it's got some nice coffee stains going on, and then I popped it in the microwave. So I don't know if that's proper, but that's how Mimi.stitcher does it. I just pop that sucker in the microwave and let it get toasty. And I haven't ironed it up too good yet. I finally got some of that that starch that Vana had been talking about, Best Press, and I did use it on something that I needed to get done, and that stuff is really good. It really is. So I'm anxious to see what it's going to do for this old crinkly piece. This piece I'm actually doing for a coworker. Her mother recently passed, and she gave me a box of floss that her mom had, just some various colors, and I thought that was awful nice of her to do. So I seen this little pattern, Pumpkins for Kathy online at Snowflower Diaries, and I thought, wow, that's cute. So I'm going to put this into a frame and give it to her. I believe it would mean a lot to her, so I am about done. There's a little flower vine thing going on right about here that I got to do. But she's about done. And I think that would be really cool to give to her for fall. Let's see, I'm still working on, it did not end. I did get a little bit of progress done. You can see the pink. So, I have this thing about, I don't know why, I used to not be this way, but when I start a new project, I just feel the need to have new floss. I don't know why. Because of the whole dye lot issue, and I know there's really not supposed to be with DMC, but I worry I'm going to start something and I'm not going to have enough thread, so I just go out and I buy thread for everything. When I did my Heaven and Earth, you know, I caught the coupon. I have to drive about an hour to get to a Joann's. So I did the coupon, went up and did all my floss shopping for Heaven and Earth at one time. I just can't, I don't know. I used to could stitch just straight out of my box with no problem, but I don't know. I've just gotten older. Maybe I'm getting senile or something. I'm not sure. So I started my chatelaine. Yay, don't get too excited. So I started it. Here she is, the Hawaiian Garden Mandala chatelaine. So I've been purchasing a little at a time, just this blue area, beads and specialty threads included. I just want to do the center to start, and then I will buy more as I go and I do the red corners. And then I will buy more as I do this inner. So anyway, so got everything out. Was going to get started. Quickly realized I didn't have. I was missing some petite treasure braid in a gold color, so popped on and ordered that. So 1, 2, 3 stitches. Going to be sending that any day now. I also needed some silks that I thought I had gotten with my first batch, but there's so many areas throughout there, and I thought I had set and mapped out all of my things that I needed, and I missed a few things, so I realized when I wanted to get started. So here is my start. Now, look closely. Yes, you see, there's nothing. Because I had to rip it all out. Because I didn't have what I needed for the center, which was the petite treasure braid, the very center of the pattern. I thought, well, I'll just skip that little area and I'll get that on order and everything will be grand. Well, yeah. And so I moved, counted down, counted over, and miscounted and got all kinds of stuff in there, and then just had to rip it all out. And that was silk thread. Good thing it's 12 ply in there. Now I hope I have enough. But I didn't get too far, but it was kind of discouraging to have to rip it out. I was excited to get that start, but so no go. Here it is. I want to throw it in a corner somewhere. But wasn't meant to be, so I should have known better. I should have started in the center like I wanted to and just held off until I got the floss in. But I didn't, because I was anxious. Okay, so let's see. I think that's it. Really, for any stitching I've done, like I said, I have been sick, and I mean, when I say I was sick. I didn't even want to sew. If I don't want to sew something, it's serious. So, I miss work. I don't ever miss work. I go to work if rain, sleet, snow, or shine, flood, tornado. I'm always working. But I was in bed, and I was moaning in agony, because I was like, Please let it go away, God. I'm dying. But anyway. So, we'll go to haul. I got I got beads for my chatelaine, since I'm on my chatelaine, was talking about that. I got beads. Let me see, I'll just throw a couple up here so you can see. Get to the camera, silly. And there's some golds. And there's some red. The blues and the greens. The blues are really pretty. And then the Petite Treasure braid. I don't know if I had that last time to show you guys. And then this pack was a little bit more expensive than the other. I guess something special about these boys. But anyway, so I got my beads in, and just a really pretty green. So volcanoes and all that kind of stuff on there. Everything Hawaiian. But I started to panic. Shout out to the girls at the Chatelaine support group for helping me out. I got these beads, and I'm like, oh no, these are matte. Are they supposed to be matte? So I got on the group, talked to the girls, and they're like, yep. Yeah, some are matte and some are shiny. So anyway, I was excited about that. I found this little tin at Hobby Lobby. I thought that was the cutest thing. Just like, I don't know. Gonna use it for needle storage, I think. Speaking of, I need to order some new needles. I'm down to, I do this pin cushion. I got this at the Houston International Quilt Show when my daughter, my teenage daughter, and I went back in 2015. Planning on going again this year. That's the only thing decent about living where I live, is I'm pretty close to Houston, so I get to go to the International Quilt Festival, which is awesome. If you have never been, they do things with fiber art that you just would blow your mind. You would think, how in the world? I seen a lady do a 1-inch square the year that I went and got this. She did a 1-inch square quilt, like a king size. It was her 2 granddaughters, their faces up close, and she did nothing but solids. It was the most awesome thing you've ever seen. But the quilts there are amazing. You just walk by and your jaw drops. You just can't believe that they've done that with fabric and thread. You just don't understand how it happens, but it does. Way, way, way more talented than me. So, let's see, haul. Oh, books. So, I got a couple of books. I went to thriftbooks.com, and I got like 7 books for $30 shipment and all. So, each book cost about $3 a piece. You know, and when you order things online, you don't know if if there's going to be anything good in there. So, you just take a chance, you know. I just was lying in bed, still recuperating, and decided, well, maybe I'll order some books to make myself feel better. We do that, don't we? So, the first one I got, which was awful cute, I thought, I love this just because of the cat. The cat was the cutest thing. When I got it home, I realized, oh my, that's a Joan Elliott book. Never mind my page holder. When you're desperate, floss works as an excellent page holder. I'm new here in this place, so all of my things like paper clips and all that stuff still at my old place, so I still haven't gotten everything moved, but this works in a pinch. This particular book, I love this pattern in here. I do have a teenage daughter, and this reminded me of her. It's 10 things that I love about you. One of them says, your sense of timing. She's in the bed, and she has a test at 9 a.m. and it's 12:15 p.m. Definitely reminds me of my 13-year-old. But it's super cute. The ladies in here, I thought were just the cutest thing ever. Some of their little faces, they have some gardening ladies in here. Let me see if I can find them. But the little Joan Elliott faces are just the cutest thing ever. Let's see. Sometimes I wake up grumpy. Sometimes I let him sleep in. Let me see if I can find that. Yeah, we do that, don't we? Sometimes I wake up grumpy. Sometimes I let him sleep in. So, super cute. Super cute. Couldn't go wrong with that. $3. This one here I got for the thatched cottage. I know there's some of you ladies that love cottages. This is Cross Stitch Countryside Collection. Cottage is super cute. Look at those flowers. There's hanging baskets by the doors. There's a little bird on the roof. I just love it. I think it's super cute. And all those flowers are just gorgeous. But that one was cute. Tokens of Affection. I'm sure you've all seen these Leisure Arts books. In this particular book, there were two that I really liked. There was, I like this here. I thought a Vanna flat fold would be awful cute with those poinsettias. And bales. Not poinsettias. What am I thinking? Holly. Holly and bales. Look at that Santa. He's kind of cute too. And then this, I thought this was just too stinking cute. Sock monkey dudes. It's the I see the moon sees me. God bless the moon and God bless me. With the sock monkeys, how cute. Love that too. Better Homes and Gardens, Beautiful Cross Stitch. This particular book has a bunch of smalls. It's smalls everywhere throughout the book. It's children's smalls. You know, like, it's got flowers. It's got vegetables. It's got folk art. Eastern European folk art. I really dig the harvest. Is that the Halloween one? Happy Thanksgiving. Okay, and then it has, I don't know why, but it has Halloween and Thanksgiving on the same one. So I think I would probably just do the turkey and the pine cones and maybe throw that cornucopia in there somewhere. Lose the witch. Who knows? But anyway, it's kind of cute. But there's all kinds of things in this book. Like outdoors. And they're just small motifs. Like there's cowboy boots, lighthouses, fish. The book is just chock full of smalls. So, Heavenly Cross Stitch by Maria Barber. There was some really pretty ones in here as well. The one I like was the Jesus and the Children. You know, a lot of times you see these and they are in darker colors. These have like, it's a purple. It's just purples and pinkies, and it's just you don't usually see them in purples and pink colors like that. So, Heavenly Cross Stitch is the name of that book. The Best of Just Cross Stitch. I got this just for this. Wasn't sure. I thought, do I like that? And then I thought, no, I don't know if I like it or not. So, I bought it. They actually did the cover into a bell pull. I think that's a bell pull. I don't know. Looks like it. Or no, it's just a scroll. So they have some really cute samplers in here. There's that one. Then there's this one. I know there's a lot of sampler folks out there. Patterns are pretty legit. You know, they're black and white. Not a problem with that, you know, for me. But lots of cool stuff in here. Happy with this one. Let's see what my other bookmark was. Oh, right. The Psalm 100 sampler. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? I kind of like the older looking stuff. I guess because I'm old and that vintage 80s, 90s stuff really appeals to me. Which I know a lot of new stitchers think, oh my gosh, that's so old. About a year or two ago, I went through, my kids may not believe this, but I actually threw some stuff away. They think I'm a hoarder, but I threw away magazines. I had tons and tons of 1980s magazines, and you know, my thinking of throwing them out is that, well, when I say throw them out, I got them to the Goodwill. Was, you know, they're all online now, so I can just simply go buy the video, the DVD, and I can still have access to the patterns. And I'm thinking, why do I have these books that I've had for 20 years? And I'm looking back now and I'm thinking, maybe I shouldn't have done that. But they think I should, but I think maybe I shouldn't have. A Cross-Stitch Christmas, Better Homes and Gardens. I'm sure you guys have seen some of these books around. Fans, they're all. I like this one. It says O Star of Wonder. The Bargello kind of thing going on there is really cute. I like that. May would do that. And there was one. Oh, I've lost my favorite one. There was one pattern that. Oh, here it is. This is my favorite out of all of the patterns out of all 7 books. This one. I will be doing this. I just love those pine needles. I'm from the piney woods of eastern Texas, so anytime you see those pine things like that, I'm like, I must. I'm going to have to break down and do that one for sure. So, we've covered the haul. We covered, all of my bookmarkers are going to be the floss for my chatelaine, so that I had went and bought. And I also forgot, I did get in haul, I got Gloriana I can find it here. It's being finicky. Gloriana, Slate Blue, and Hydrangea, which there's a run on that hydrangea somewhere because 1-2-3 Stitch is always running out of it. So I ordered this. Oh, pardon me. I ordered this online up north somewhere. It was quick. I ordered this stuff and it was here. I mean, quick. I mean, I got an email the same day saying it was already shipped. I'm like, whoa, Nelly. So, it came in an envelope. I mean, it wasn't anything fancy, but it was super quick. I was like, wow. I call that service. So, let's see. We did the chatelaine, we did the books. So now we're going to move on to a touchy subject. About a year and a half ago, I committed to a quilt for a coworker whose wife was battling cancer. And I've been trying to get this quilt done. And when I tell you guys, I have lost my love for this quilt. It is, I have made so many errors, not in the sewing part. I just made errors in preparation, errors in planning, errors in just mathematics. I made so many errors on this thing. I had to literally, the fabric was gotten down out of Corpus Christi, and I don't have a Joann's here. So I literally had to drive to my local Joann's and try to match fabric because I just, mathematically, I didn't order enough when the lady's mother wanted to choose the fabric. So there's just been problems from the pattern I chose, to the method I chose, to some of the fabrics that the mom chose wasn't 100% cotton. If you're a quilter, you'll know what that means, but it makes it a little bit more difficult to stitch with. And just, I don't know, this quilt it's not been fun. So, so I put it off. I'll work on it a while. I get frustrated and I put it away. So I have to do, they want 100, I need to do 120 of these. So here's the pattern. Here's the block. It's really pretty. This is what they chose in the log cabin style. I chose the paper piece, and I chose a 9-inch pattern, which, if I were smart, I would have chosen a larger block to begin with, and this would have went together a whole lot quicker, but I didn't do that. I chose a 9-inch block, and because I did not have enough yardage, I had to, rotary cut every single piece and strip of this fabric, and I still have a box full that I need to do, and I only have to do 120 of these bad boys, and I am currently at about 60. So they contact me again. Winter's coming, and I need to get it done. So I need you guys to hound me to just tell me to go do it, because I have been putting my stitching aside because I really need to get this completed for her. She's still, she's had a relapse, so I really need to get started back doing this, but it's just been no fun, and I need to love it again. So y'all pray that I can love it again, because right now I'm not loving it. I did get me some, I'm going to make my own Q-snap cover thing. I just bought a fat quarter. I hope that's enough. I haven't watched the video. I know there's videos online and I haven't watched. I'm hoping fat quarter's enough. I'll just cut that into strips and make it as long as I need. It should be enough, I would hope. So yeah, the quilt, yeah, it's just been crazy, and I'm ready for that to be over so I can do things that I love. But I know that I'm going to find love for that thing again. I've been sewing on it for about the last 3 or 4 days, and I haven't got any stitchy time in. This one I am doing, I put it aside. I got a grab bag off of